Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and we have a special video today that we're going to be doing. This is being spurred by my friend Chris Tanner over at Prepared Mind 101, who made a video just a couple days ago regarding a very similar subject matter. Just to be clear, I don't consider myself a conspiracy theorist of any sort or any imagination. However, with pure simple curiosity and intrigue, I find myself diving pretty deep into the rabbit hole on some weekend late nights if I just, pure boredom wanting to know what the newest conspiracy theory is. Frankly, before the video came out from Chris Tanner, I had no idea September 23rd was even a thing. I had no idea there was anything going on with constellations, and with the constellations and the star alignments and the planet alignment, regardless of whether people take that with prophecy and doomsday and how traumatic things are going to be, that's still a pretty phenomenal occurrence that we get to experience in our lifetime, due to the fact that it's a constellation that we will, the rest of human history will never see pretty much ever again. And I think it's pretty fantastical. Do I think that it is the end of the world? Not really. And Chris, I'll link his video down in the video description, but he touched on some pretty good points about the Book of Revelations and a lot of the visual and spectacular signs in the Bible that have to take place before, according to the Bible, that have to take place before Revelations 12 and the prophecy that they speak of regarding September 23rd. I have also been hearing the other conspiracy theories about not being able to leave the planet. The Earth is a closed system. There's the flat Earth. There's people saying the Earth is a globe. People are saying it's oblate, it's pear-shaped. And it's kind of a crazy time we're living in with social media. I find it very peculiar that I grew up my entire life believing that the Earth was a globe, that we have gone to the moon, we have satellites orbiting in space, we have the International Space Station. Then there's a bunch of conspiracy theorists stating that all of this is false, this is all BS, and we can't do anything about it. We're stuck on the flat Earth, God is real and everything. Now, keep in mind, a few ground rules I want to lay down is please no one attack anybody's beliefs or religions, and please don't tell me to go save my soul. I'm actually just here as an interesting food for thought conversation piece. So I decided to do a little digging on my own, and keep in mind, I grew up my entire life believing that the Apollo missions were real and we went to the moon, okay? Now, there are NASA engineers, NASA scientists saying we can't leave the planet. We can't leave orbit. There are other scientists saying the Earth is a closed system. We also have scientists saying that we can't leave this thing called the Van Allen radiation belt due to the fact that it's harmful radiation that can mess with the guidance systems, the computer systems, and screw everything up. Well, if with our advanced shielding and technology and the materials that we have available to us now, if we did go to the moon, which is us passing the Van Allen radiation belt initially, I guess my question is, how the hell did we get there in the first place? And that's me asking a question. I have no idea. My cognitive ability cannot comprehend the rocket scientists, the telemetry, and the physics needed to know anything about jet propulsion and getting through the atmosphere and all that stuff. But I do find it interesting that NASA's basically going out of our way saying, oh, by the way, we can't leave the planet. But then I'm like, well, how the hell did we leave the planet the first time? My question is, what the hell is actually going on? Like, does anybody actually really know anything?
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth.
Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning, and it got a little wider at the equator than it does at the poles. So it's not actually a sphere, it's oblate, and officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator.
A little chubbier.
A little chubbier.
Yeah.
Chubby's a good way. It's like pear-shaped. We
are headed 3,600 miles above Earth, 15 times higher from the planet than the International Space Station. As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this could harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. Naturally, we have to pass through this danger zone twice, once up and once back. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
It'll hit with a force of 100,000 Hiroshima bombs.
Really? If it hits?
If it hits, right. It's a catastrophe beyond human comprehension. And the head of the Russian Space Agency has said that the Russian scientists should think of some ways of deflecting it or handling this menace in 2036.
What are we going to shoot it with a laser?
Well, everyone thinks we'll send Bruce Willis out there with the space shuttle. But the space shuttle can't even reach outer space. We're phasing it out, and the space shuttle only spins wheels around the planet Earth. It cannot even go to deep space. We need a new booster rocket to take us out there.
Maybe China will build us one.
Maybe.
With regards to me as a human, in my little world, my tiny little bubble of existence, hasn't really affected me personally. So the one thing I want to leave you guys is, what the heck are your thoughts? What the hell is going on? Everyone's saying the Earth is going to end. We're talking about the total solar eclipse, a very specific prophecy and revelation. Planets are going to destroy us finally. And then we also have people at the same exact time while all this is going on saying, oh, the Earth is flat. Wait, no, it's not. It's pear-shaped. Wait, no, it's not. It's still round, but we can't leave. I know we said we left in 1969, but now we can't because we lost that mystical technology. What? It's not Damascus steel. You just didn't lose the technology. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, our technology, our computer systems are the materials we use for everything are way better now. And I don't understand why that's a thing unless they were lying. But I can't say they're lying because I don't know. I really, really don't know. I don't know enough about anything to say it. It's just interesting, hair-raising, food for thought kind of questions. However, I want to leave you with this is, if you hear a particular conspiracy theory or any type of information that you're not sure about, definitely, obviously, do some consumer shopping, so to speak, and go find different websites and science and articles and try to get more information so you can make your own damn decisions. But it's kind of just, I don't know, I found this crap pretty interesting, the fact that no one knows what's going on and what they want to believe and what they want to find out is true. And I guess my big question is something I really want to make mention, hell the Earth actually looks like, because I've also been seeing that too, is NASA can't seem to make up its damn mind what they want it to look like either. My kids are kids and they think it's funny, and they've noticed this in a few textbooks, how they've read a few textbooks in elementary school and now in middle school, how the official science images that they have in textbooks, the planet looks completely different from the images they had previously. So it if the kids are noticing this on their own without parents saying anything, it's kind of interesting. But I'd really like to know what you guys think about it, and in all honesty, do you really even care? I mean, if the Earth ends, the Earth ends. There's not a lot of anyone on this planet can do about it, and, you know, if God's real, if the planet X is going to blow us up, if, you know, the Earth is flat or round, does it really matter? Does any of it actually matter?